Hello again and welcome to the Warhammer 40K 8th edition tactics video. Now before we get into the main meat of this video, I just want to say an absolutely massive thank you to my Patreon supporter Zeubs for commissioning and sending me this pretty epic piece of 40k artwork. I really like it. It's a bit of a parody of my current channel artwork, which was again donated by an absolutely fantastic supporter, Orcish Glory. Glory to the first orc to die, I guess, or something along those lines. I don't know how. I'm trying to think of Imperial Guard sayings that would fit well for the Imperial Guard. If you guys have got any ideas, stick some down in the comments. But yeah, I absolutely love this. I think it's absolutely a really nice touch. You know, there's this sort of duct tape on the lasgun, the barrel's wonky, the Mordian cap's askew, but he's still, I would say, the snappiest, fanciest looking orc that I've ever seen. I would have him serving in my regiment as long as he can take orders and is willing to, you know, daka for the Emperor. Then why not? Yeah, absolutely. I love this piece of artwork, and I thought it's a good opportunity to have a bit of a shout out to the Patreon supporters. You guys are absolutely epic. I try not to make an absolutely massive thing out of Patreon because obviously you have a lot of channels which, you know, they announce it every single video, but I do like to mention it every now and then. And yeah, Patreon supporters, you guys are absolutely epic, absolutely fantastic. Just this channel honestly would not have grown the way it has done without you guys. The camera, the terrain, the battle mats. So, you know, some of the money's been used to subsidise like armies like my Steel Legion and other little bits, you know, so I can actually feature proper good armies on the channel, because obviously my Mordians were looking a bit worse for wear. All of that is thanks to Patreon support. Can't say it enough. I just want to say thank you to everyone who supports me in just little ways. Some people give big donations, some people give little donations. All I can say is thank you to all of you. Absolutely great support. Absolutely fantastic. Anyway, before we get to gushy and mushy, let's take a look at the tactics video for today. So I put up a Facebook status earlier in the week, basically, or last week, saying, does anyone have any good resources for Genestealer Cult? Because I've scoured the internet and I have found very few sources of information for Genestealer Cult. There's basically one thread which has been going on for a while now on Daka. It's like 18 pages. You know, the time of Ascension comes and it's like 80 pages. People talk about Genestealer Cult, but it's not that many pages, to be honest. It's 18. And, you look at the Guard one, it's like 160 or 200 pages, so it gives you an idea how small Genestealer Cult is. And there's 1D4chan Genestealer Cult tactics, which are okay but fairly limited. So I just thought I would take a look at the faction. You guys, you know me, I like to support the underdog. So I thought I am probably going to start getting a little Genestealer Cult army together. It's just going to be one that I use for fun on my days off, kind of thing. Just looking at maybe a little 1,000-point Genestealer Cult force just to have a play around with. Definitely, I'm going to be going for the Brotherhood of Nod theme. So from Command and Conquer, I'm basically going to paint up my Genestealer Cult, like neophyte hybrids and stuff, to look like Nod soldiers. So they're going to have like red visors, and the body art is going to be like, the body armor is going to be a mix of like grey body armor for like the original Command and Conquer, and they're going to have like lots of little red bits on them as well for like Command and Conquer, Tiberian Sun, and the later ones. I'm a big Command and Conquer fan, guys. So that's what I was thinking. I was going to paint them all like normal skin colour and then do like a green wash over the skin. I've actually done this on 5 neophytes already. It looks really good, and it's going to look like basically they're being mutated by the Tiberian, and so they're not really going to be Genestealer cults. They're just going to be mutated by the Great Green Crystal, and they're going to worship the Great. They're going to basically, it's going to be like a bit of a crossover to Warhammer Fantasy with Warpstone, like the Skaven used to love. These guys, it's basically Tiberian is, I'm going to say it's Warpstone for 40k. And these guys worship the Warpstone, think it was sent to them by their masters, and it's caused some absolutely horrendous mutations. Like you know, aberrants are going to be one kind of mutant I'm going to use. Genestealers themselves are going to be like properly mutated guys, which have been they're going to have little crystals and stuff on them, all green. you know, to make it look like they're proper, like how would you say, mutated by the Tiberian. Those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, go and do a little bit of research, go and have a little read about Command and Conquer and Tiberian and all that. It's pretty cool. It's a very good universe. But anyway, so speaking of which, so I've been looking into this. I've been trying to, you know, put some videos together or put some ideas together, and there's nothing out there. It's all theory. There's loads and loads of theory, and there's very few battle reports out there. I mean, the one person that I have seen do consistent 8th edition battle reports for Genestealer Cult is Phil the Glacial Geek, and I've said this before. If you haven't checked his channel out and you're a Genestealer Cult player, go over there. I really like his channel. You know, I've never spoken to the guy. I don't think I've really commented on his videos, but I really like his Genestealer Cult videos. And I think they're really, you know, they're really good. And I think his channel overall is a great bit of fun. But the one downside I would say, this is not, I want to make it clear, I'm not slagging off anyone's channel, is his Genestealer Cult battle reports tend to be for fun. They're not like super competitive or anything, and I guess that is difficult to do with an index army. But it is something I would, you know, I'm more interested in. I play in quite a competitive meta. You know, some of the guys that I play with are really, they're on the ball. You know, they're the guys that used to, like, that still do work out some of the crazy lists. Like, they're some of the first people to use the Poxwalker list, some of the first people to use the Zangor list, some of the first people to use the Plague Burst Core list. They chase the meta hard, which is good. It, you know, helps me become a better player, but it is pretty hardcore playing with them. And so if I was going to collect Genestealer Cult, these are going to be the kinds of people I'm going to play against. And yeah, I'm probably going to lose every game, but at least I want to be able to give them a bloody nose. So yeah, that's been difficult because obviously Genestealer Cult, there's not a lot of resources out there. So yeah, I'm just going to say I'm probably going to be playing a little bit. There will be the occasional tactics video that I will be putting out for Genestealer Cult, basically, guys. I know it's a bit of a weird one. I've got an Orcish Glory picture, but I'm actually going to be talking about Genestealer Cult. To me, it's all Xeno scum. So yeah, this is a bit of an announcement. Just a, you know, a bit of an announcement of a new tactics series I will be doing. Probably not going to be extensive. Like I said, I'm only going to be collecting a small force of them. But yeah, that's it pretty much, guys. One thing I did want to say though is, if anyone has any resources or any advice about Genestealer Cult, please give me a look. I have played a few games, like a few practice games with them, two practice games with them. Won one, lost one using guard as proxies, but I want to get into the models. Yeah, that's it. And it's a bit of a, this video is a bit more relaxed, guys. You know, it's almost like Black Templar Friday format, but I'm going to aim to put this up at the beginning of the week. Before I sign off, one thing I do want to say is that I have built and painted. I've bought 30 hybrids and 2 of the trucks, and I've built 20 of the hybrids and 1 of the trucks. And I have to say, guys, if you're thinking about just collecting an army just for the models, just purely for modelling, the Genestealer Cult models are fantastic. I guess I'm so used to painting old style guardsman models, either the metal ones or the weird sort of, or the Cadian ones, which are a bit, you know, they're quite dated, that it's quite nice when I get to build like a nice plastic kit. And I said this about my Black Templars as well, but I'll say it with Genestealer Cult, the models are absolutely beautiful, guys. There's so much detail on them. They're really good. Really, I found them really enjoyable to build and paint, which is really, really nice. They come with lots of nice little details on them. They're just very detailed in comparison to Guardsman models. So, the reason I'm mentioning this is if there are Guard players out there that are looking for some different models, maybe you want to go for sort of a Salvar Chemdogs feel, or like I'm doing, I'm making basically like a mutated mining colony sort of feel. Then I definitely recommend them. You could easily get away with using these guys as guardsmen. They have auto guns, they have grenade launchers, they have flamers. You could easily, I've had a look at doing this. You could easily, with the parts available, convert Webbers. Genestealer Cult get a special weapon called a Webber. You could easily convert that to a plasma gun. That would look really cool. You could easily convert that to a plasma gun. You know, you could have it like, in my case, I'm probably going to convert a few up. I'll have them as Webbers, But if I want to use these guys as guardsmen, then I could very easily, I'm going to paint the like Weber like green. It's going to be shooting out green crystal. It's going to be like a Tiberium powered plasma gun. That's kind of cool. Yeah, so the models are great. You can use them as guardsmen. If you're looking for like an updated, they could be used for chaos cultists as well. If you're looking for some updated chaos cultists, these guys could be used. They're just evil enough looking to pretty much be used as like a kind of messed up Imperium faction, or a militia faction, or a chaos faction, or Genestealer cults. They're very, very varied. I really like them. Yeah, and building the Goliath truck, I want to say, and I'm going to be doing it, my first video I want to talk about is going to be the Goliath rock grinder and Goliath truck. I want to say that kit is fantastic. It's the only kit I've come across, apart from like the Lehman Russ kit, where it's really easy to switch it between a Goliath truck and a Goliath rock grinder. It's really, really easy. No gluing or magnets really required to do that switch over. But yeah, this has been a bit of an announcement video, guys. Bit of a shout out to the Patreon supporters. Going to keep it nice and short. I know I've got a bit of a ramble, gone off on a bit of a tangent. But overall, guys, I just want to say I'm going to be looking into Genestealer cult. I just want to reiterate, I'm not converting in any way, shape or form. This is going to be a fun army. It's going to be very limited videos. I'll either do them all in 1 week or at least one a month kind of thing. And it's just, the reason I want to do this, it's kind of the same, this is the last thing I'm going to say. The reason I want to do this before you all despair and go blur is because Genestealer cult is a faction which is unsupported, down, probably bottom tier, and that holds a special place in my heart. That resonates with me because that's where Guard were in 6th and 7th edition, especially 7th edition. Guard were down on the bottom of the barrel, and I think it's, I started this channel to help out the underdogs, the Guard, and Genestealer cult are pretty underdog at the moment. So, and they're a really awesome faction, really good fluff. Yes, they're Xeno scum. Yes, they deserve to be purged. But at the same time, it would be great to have a bit more variety, because all we see is Marines, guys. Marines everywhere. Not a Xenos to kill. So it'd be cool to have a bit of more variety. Little 1000-point faction for the channel. Bit of fun for me. Can ally them with my Guard. Big, bada bing, bada boom. I think it'll be pretty cool, and it means that unloved community will be getting a bit more support, which is great. That's what I like to do. I like to help out the little guy. So, hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Hopefully I won't have exterminatus or anything called on me. I remember last time I did a Genestealer cult video, did not go down so well with some of my subscribers. But yeah, just wanted to say, going to be looking into Genestealer cult, going to be getting a few mods together, having a blast. If any of you guys have got any advice going into it before I buy any more models, obviously I've bought some Neophytes and I've bought some Goliath trucks. I'm looking at some like Aberrants or something. If anyone's got any advice, that'd be great. And as always, thank you for watching. Thank you for your continued support. You're all absolutely awesome. And I will see you guys next time.